Now, tomorrow marks 1 year since the deadly shooting on the campus of St. Francis that took 4 innocent lives, including this man, Dr. Preston Phillips.
Fox 23's Scott Martin talked with a St. Francis doctor who describes Phillips not just as a mentor, but a friend.
There are times when we doubted whether or not we could do it, but with God's blessing, it took place and we served many people.
Dr. Kamifali is pictured here in Africa with Dr. Preston Phillips, a man he considered a father figure, a man he says can't be replaced.
It doesn't seem like it's almost a year ago. It doesn't. It has been hard, difficult, because this is a guy, it's difficult to fill his shoes.
On the day of the shooting, when Dr. Foley learned it happened in Dr. Phillips' office, he tried calling him 5 times. Then he made his way to the emergency department at St. Francis, where he got the heartbreaking news his friend and mentor died.
I found one of our pulmonologists on the way. He told me there is a shooting in Dr. Phillips' office. And I said, then what happened? He said he didn't make it. I didn't know why. I just scrolled down in tears. In my lab coat, I was on the floor crying because I couldn't imagine that. But that's how I heard the whole thing, that my friend was gone.
The lab coat, once worn by Dr. Phillips, is now the centerpiece of Dr. Foley's office. He says Dr. Phillips told him days before he sensed his life was soon ending, but he didn't know why or how.
He said, hey, son, he did like that. You know I'm older than you. I said, yes, then what? He said, you know, in case something happened to me, don't stop this project. And then, few days, I heard that I won't see him. That was our last conversation.
Foley says Dr. Phillips was a godly man. He believes Phillips was led to pass the torch of their mission work onto him.
He left us something behind we can hold on, you know, and I am proud of that. And I'm happy that even though he didn't know something will happen like that, he gave me directions to not stop, keep going.
Dr. Foley says some of their proudest work together was in Africa with the Light in the World Development Foundation. During their last trip, they saved a young girl whose parents both died from HIV. After learning of Dr. Phillips' death, the girl wrote Dr. Foley a letter saying Dr. Phillips became like her father. He not only gave her life, but compassion and a reason to keep living.
It made me cry, but I understand that the grief will continue because of who he is, for anybody who is close to him.
Other people in Africa have been waiting for surgeries as part of Dr. Phillips' medical missions, but it's not the physical healing they're worried about. It's losing a man who was important to them, someone who truly and deeply cared for them.
These people come. It's vivid in their mind. They miss him the most, not for what they are going to receive, but they figure out that they lost somebody great, somebody very important just left us. Laying down, he lay down in the cemetery as we speak.
Dr. Foley is continuing his medical missions and has been back to Africa 3 times in the last year.
I think God knows everything. And he's the midst of all this with us. That's why I'm confident that we will make it. And he's gone, and I don't think that we are going to forget him. He left behind some good work that we can carry on.
Carrying on his mission to save lives, and a message Dr. Foley says Dr. Phillips would tell everyone today.
There's no need to fight. Let's love each other. Let's work out our difference. Let's see each other eye to eyes and be compassionate. That's why he would tell me to tell people.
Fox 23 is putting together a 30-minute special to mark 1 year since the mass shooting. The tragedy shocked our entire community with those 4 innocent lives lost. You can see the other victims on your screen along with Dr. Preston Phillips there. Be sure to join us for Fox 23 News at 6:30 tomorrow for a special report. St. Francis Strong, Heartache, and Hope.